Okay, everybody, we are live. This is very exciting. Um, so, and we have lots of people with us. This is so exciting. Hello to all our wonderful attendees. Okay, so welcome to the 2020-2021 New York Youth Symphony Musical Theatre Songwriter Showcase. In a non-pandemic year, we would typically be having this showcase at Joe's Pub in downtown Manhattan, which is a wonderful cabaret venue attached to the Public Theater. But tonight we are going to be live streaming this event, which in some ways is a little sad because we all love congregating together, but in other ways is wonderful because it means we can reach out to so many people and share the brilliant work that has been created this year with friends and family and fans far and wide. So a little bit about this program. The New York Youth Symphony itself was founded in 1963, but the musical theater songwriting program is a newer addition. This is the third season that we are wrapping up. It serves students ages 12 to 22, which is a pretty large age range when you think about it. And what the program does is it teaches musical theater songwriting, teaches the tools, it encourages collaboration amongst the students. And at the same time, it also brings in a large variety of musical theater, specifically Broadway professionals who can conduct workshops and masterclasses and seminars with the students. This year we had an incredible range of artists. We had a masterclass with Tom Kitt, who is the Pulitzer Prize winning composer of Next to Normal. We had Alex Lacamoire, who is the orchestrator and music supervisor of Dear Evan Hansen and Hamilton. We had Grace McLean, the award-winning composer, lyricist, book writer of In the Green. We had Kristen Childs. I mean, I should stop saying award winning because everybody's won awards. Kirsten, the composer, lyricist, book writer of Bubbly Black Girl and Bella, and many more incredible artists who inspired the students and also provided commentary on the assignments, the songwriting assignments that they were working on as part of this class. Then as our year came to an end, we selected a bunch of songs written throughout the year that we loved and put them in a program. And we workshopped them with performers from the Harlem School of the Arts, student performers from Harlem School of the Arts, one of our partner programs, and also with a 7-piece band led by the Broadway music director, Anna Everson. And we rehearsed them live and then recorded them live at the new Dorothy Maynor Hall at Harlem School of the Arts. So tonight we are going to be sharing those live performances with you. And it's also the first time some of these students will have seen their classmates' songs. So that's exciting for us too. So the first number that you will hear tonight is called 2021. It was written by Andrew and James, and they are going to tell you a little bit more about it now.
Thank you so much. Hi, my name is James Pecor, and with my partner, Andrew Shield, we work together as composer, lyricist, songwriting partners to write 2021 as kind of an opening show number to really focus on, the feeling of getting back to Broadway, to very large theatrical gatherings together, and to kind of go through the comedy and also the more kind of dramatic, interesting moments of what just the pandemic life has brought us. Because on the one hand, we're all excited to get back to seeing one another and live theater and participating in the community. But it's also been very interesting for all of us to kind of have time to go into ourselves and explore that world for better and for worse at times.
The song is performed by Hartrampf of the Broadway musical Diana and Heath Saunders of the musical Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. We hope you guys enjoy.
Anna, I don't know, the share didn't work. I don't know if you are able to see the video. Cool.
Uh-oh. Did I mess that up?
Yeah, it's not working.
Oh, okay. Grace says.
Oh, I have to
stop
stop spotlighting.
Spotlighting.
Great, we'll do.
Let's try that again. Tell me if this works this time, Megan.
Okay, give me 1 second to remove the spotlight. Oh.
Can everybody see my screen? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what happens.
We live in an apartment just uptown.
Does that work?
Yes.
Yes? Great. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Larry and my roommate's name is Barry and we live in an apartment just uptown. Yeah, our place is kinda screwy cause the rats from Ratatouille have been living in our walls all year round. I spent the last year waiting for the days of celebrating when we'd meet with friends and family again. But this year I have discovered that my brother and my lover will not see me cause of how social I've been. My 6 golden retrievers don't help Barry's depression. And tonight we're hosting NYYS's show. And I am a believer that the theater tradition can make my roommate happy like a pro. Some folks are offended that COVID's not yet ended and politics ain't over and done. But I got my roommate and we'll have our new feast in 2021. Wake up, Barry, it's 3 p.m.
Morning.
Barry, there's no need to hold yourself up in your man cave. We're not socially distancing, we're just distancing ourselves socially.
The best part about 2020 has been not having to see anyone in person.
Come on, Barry, quarantine's almost over.
Like hell it is. I plan on never speaking to anyone ever again.
Cheer up, Buttercup.
Every minute with you has been an eternity. My God, this opening number is going on forever. Oh, it's my turn, right. Hi, I'm Barry. Yes, I live with Larry, and no, I don't like his stupid face. Sure, I'm dreading that COVID's still spreading, but I like watching Netflix at my place. People are annoying. Larry's more annoying than any other person I have met. But when the plague's receding, then Larry will be leaving, and I can finally play my clarinet. Larry's always shining for some silver lining, but global warming won't be outrun. Put up a good fight, but last year just proved right that 2021. Taxi! Larry, get in. We're gonna be late for call.
I know you don't like me, but we're hosting
I don't have to like you.
today.
Let's just get
So
paid.
smile wide, cause COVID can't keep
Driver, hang a left or we'll get delayed. Maybe 2021 and life now is rough. But 2021, let's focus on some new stuff. Larry's super happy for the show here tonight. But after this whole shindig, COVID cases will spike. So hopefully we'll quarantine for 30 more years. So get your tickets in because we're finally here. Fate won't obey us, and life's full of chaos. We're living through rough times without fun. We're here to do our part, we're here to do our part. And 2021. Soon you'll be saying, we're back from staycation, and we'll get back our time in the sun. 'Cause you're all our Zoom-mates, and we'll have our new fates in 2021. Yeah, you're all our Zoom-mates, and we'll have our new fates in 2021.
Hooray! That was fantastic, James and Andrew. How much fun you must have had working on that song together. I feel like next year you might have to write the opening number of the Tonys. I wanted to ask you both a question because you are two quite experienced young songwriters, and I know how much you both love working with live musicians and live performers. So how have you navigated 2020 into 2021 as a young artist?
Yeah, there've been a lot of opportunities that have opened up, and it's been nice to kind of be able to focus on the creative side without the performance aspect. But I think James and I both agree we've been able to work on the creation, and now we're finally starting to get to see some of the works put through, but it's just been a little bit of a different focus, which it's been really good, I think.
I agree entirely. And I also think that, I hope that the entire kind of forced introverted experience of quarantine and everything has made artists in general a little bit more artistically selfish, but like in a good way. Because I think, with so many works of like theater, art, and entertainment, there's always the idea of, is it appealing? Is it marketable? Will it sell? And these are important points and like things to think about. But I'm also very excited to see, when everyone's had time to just say, I am me, I am creating the art that has to do with my life and my stories and what I love. I'm really excited to see how many artists will like really explore who they are and what they're passionate about given this time. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Andrew and James. Our next young songwriter is Prithvi. And just a little bit of background information. The third assignment that our students worked on, we had the costume designer, Amy Clark, come in. And Amy shared some original costume sketches of hers from various productions. And we gave those sketches to our students and asked them to create a character inspired by one of the Amy's sketches. And then they presented their songs to Amy and also Grace McLean. And so Prithvi is going to tell you a little bit more about that and about the song that she will be sharing tonight.
So thank you so much, Anna, for that introduction. So my song is called Extraordinary, and it's about this really narcissistic queen, this really exaggerated character that was based on one of Amy Clark's costumes. I think the one of her character designs. I'm sorry, and the character was very sort of medieval, Egyptian queen. Like she had a very like very exquisite kind of diamond studded or like kind of a very intricate costume, and she had like a very large crown with a lot of different colors and kinds of stones and all of that. And to me, she just looked really vain. Like, she just looked like she cared about herself the way she looked, and nothing else mattered to her. And this whole song is about how she wants to be extraordinary. She doesn't care about her people, even though she's a queen. She doesn't want to do any of her queen responsibilities. She just wants all the good parts of being a queen. So, yeah, it's just a very funny, humorous take on just a narcissistic, selfish queen. And this song is being performed by Danielle Fulton. And it was amazing to have her on this song. And you guys are going to see how extraordinary she is.
Thanks, Priti. Here we go.
I want to be the queen of hearts, the queen of arts, the queen of smarts. I want to be on top of all you little men and women. I want to be so glamorous forever and ever. I want to be a visionary, extraordinary. Mirror, mirror on the wall, I'm the prettiest of all. Dear Fanda, bow down now, I'm the mightiest of all. I want to be a youthful princess at 200. I want to be Miss Universe at 300. I want to have a longer day to just admire myself. I want it all. Who says there are better queens out there? Who says off with their heads? Who says listen to your people, oh queen? Who says beauty, I'm a diamond wearing emeralds, but I wish just get me some rubies. Young beauty, where can I find it? I want it. I want them to disappear, love me endlessly. I want to be fantastical, magical, tyrannical. I want to be the only mighty queen that walks this earth. I want to be the only queen of hearts, the queen of smarts. I want to be so glamorous forever and ever. I want to be a visionary, extraordinary.
Wow! Brava!
She really was extraordinary.
He was extraordinary, and so are you. That is one heck of a character song. And I wanted to ask along those lines, what type of characters you especially enjoy writing for in your work currently, or are you interested in writing for in the future?
Well, I think when I write in real life, I did write that in real life. I meant to say, like, when I write for myself, like, I look at people around me, and I'm always taking inspiration. I actually like writing for other people, or like with other characters in mind than just my own life circumstances and myself. It's quite nice to put myself in other people's shoes. Yeah.
Right. They do say that writing creates empathy, which is one of the many gifts you can get from being a writer or a songwriter. Thank you again, Priti. Beautiful work. So another little setup before we play you our next song. We are about to share a set of songs that were inspired by the movie Coraline, which some of you may have seen. Every year in this program, the students vote on one film that they think could make an awesome stage musical, and they choose one film to break apart, and each songwriter or each songwriting team takes a different moment from the film and musicalizes it, which means they, create a number for it. And so we have a bunch of songs from our Coraline musical. Our students wrote these songs, and then they had students from Harlem School of the Arts and the New York Film Academy perform them in a virtual songwriting masterclass for the incredible Broadway composer and orchestrator, music supervisor, Tom Kitt, who then provided feedback on the songs. And the first song that you're going to hear tonight was written by Erin and Hudson, and they're going to tell you a little bit more about it now.
Hello, my name is Erin Peters, and I was the lyricist for our song Home.
Hi, I'm Hudson, and Hudson Reagans, and I was the composer for this song.
In our song, we follow our character Coraline through her explorations in a new situation and home. As the song progresses, she finds herself having trouble being able to get comfortable in her new setting, and frustration drives her longing to go back home.
The singer for this piece is Marina Shamides, and I hope you enjoy.
No, my computer!
If I could simply disappear, cast a spell and poof, I'm not here. Take a plane or a bike or a horse, take a hike, but I cannot go anywhere. One boring blue boy
Fantastic, Erin and Hudson. I love that song so much. And Marina interpreted it so beautifully. Actually, before I ask you a question I have on my mind, I just wanted to acknowledge Grant Anderson and Yolanda Wins. Grant is the director of voice and Yolanda is the director of music at Harlem School of the Arts, and they help to coach their students throughout the year and prepare them for this partnership, and we love working with them, as well as Anna Eberson, who coached the New York Film Academy students. So Hudson and Erin, you met for the first time in this program in October and then were asked to collaborate on a song together. What was that process like as first time collaborators?
I think being able to work with another person is always an amazing opportunity, and sometimes taking two very different people and letting them kind of figure out how they work together is like perfect chaos. Like, although it could be difficult, being able to watch someone with a different style and bring their talents into it and create something great is just beautiful to watch, and I wouldn't trade it for anything else. It was great.
Yeah, there's really a lot of give and take with this, because everybody brings their own piece to the song, and you learn a lot from the other people and you bring your part too, and it's a really special experience.
Great. Well, I'm so glad that you had the opportunity to be paired up together, because the way you put words and music together was really, really marvelous. So great job. So our next song, also from our hypothetical Coraline musical, is a song called Secret Passage, written by Ayana and Zayda, and Ayana is going to set this song up for you.
Our song, Secret Passage, takes place after Coraline moves into her new home and is feeling neglected by her parents. In this scene, she was chasing a mouse and then ended up coming in contact with the secret passageway in her living room. This song is a vocal representation of Coraline's inner thoughts and inner conflict. This song was arranged by the amazing Andrew Shield and will be performed by the incredible Miss Diana Huey.
Oh, that song is so powerful, Ayana. And I'm so happy that you two collaborated on the arrangement. And my question for you, Ayana and Andrew, is if there were any inspiration specifically behind the musical choices that you made for this song.
Well, at first, when we first got our scene, Andrew, Zeta, and I, we all had the same idea with the suspense and like more so of an orchestrational piece in order to add more so of a suspenseful feeling. But I personally believe as if Andrew deserves so much more credit than he has gotten, because Andrew has definitely brought his all to this song, and I'll let him add on to whatever I just said. So yeah.
Thank you, Ayana. I mean, it's a great, well-written song, and Ayana made a demo of it at the start of it, and I basically really just tried to take that demo and expand it for the orchestra size we have. And I think something that helped me out actually in this program was when y'all brought in Alex Lackamore he talked about taking one of Lin-Manuel Miranda's demos and then his process through orchestrating it all. And so I was thinking, all right, Ayana's Lin-Manuel Miranda, I'm Alex Lackamore, let's go.
Well, it turned out so great. And actually, that was a really cool evening, the night that he played us some really early demos of My Shot, which Lynn had created in his home studio. And it actually makes me want to just mention the fact that we have a lot of students in this program, they wear so many hats. Ayana, for example, is a tremendous vocalist. And a number of students in this program are tremendous vocalists. And we even have a couple who are performing their own songs, which you will hear later this evening. But we really encourage that multi-hyphenate ability in this program, because that's something that you're seeing so much more of in our industry today. So beautiful, Andrew, and beautiful, Ayana. I love that song. Our next song from our Coraline set is The Garden. And to set it up, we have the writers James and Sharon.
Hi. So this song, The Garden, is a song that's sung by the other father to Coraline in the scene in which he's inviting her to come explore this wonderful, strange world. It's when all of the flowers are blooming and all of this wondrous magic is happening.
Unfortunately, just as in the movie Coraline, not everything in the world of the garden and the other father and the other mother, not everything is as it seems. And so this song was a wonderful opportunity for the two of us to work together to really explore, whether or not the other father is here to help Coraline and warn her, or whether or not he's okay trapping her to really the same fate that he suffers every moment of his existence. The piece is wonderfully performed by the actor Heath Saunders, who's just an incredible talent, and it was wonderful collaborating with them.
She's seen how your mean parents treat you. They smother your passions, no fun till it's earned. That fake other mother just cheats you. So come play in our garden, where hummingbirds flutter and roam, away from the gloom never cooks dinner too cold or too bland. For dessert, you'll have mud cakes galore. So come play in our garden till someday it's your own. Let go of your past, and soon you'll have a blast. You can live how you wish and forgive mother's viciousness. Give up the you that you've known. We've waited for your arrival. You will be the key to our survival. Does it sound too good to be true? I once thought the same as you do too. In our wonderland that's full of splendor, there's so much you still don't understand. Sure, but no, it's true that all our eyes are set on you. To come play in our garden and someday call it home. Yes, come play in your yard, and you can live how you dream, though it's not what it seems. Just be careful while dreaming alone.
Bravo! That was a magnificent interpretation of a magnificent song. And I wanted to ask you both if there was anything that you discovered about your song as a result of collaborating on it with Heath Saunders, your performer.
I'll start, I guess. Yeah, because they're a composer in addition to a performer, there were so many moments where we were able to kind of talk through and discover elements of, say, you know, is the voice the catalyst for like the percussive elements of the song, particularly in the bridge section. It was also really interesting to be able to like explore a character who is a father, but who isn't really human and who has puppet eyes and lives outside of that world. Because, you know, very oftentimes when fathers are interpreted, it can be a very like gendered, like not a Shutterstock image of a father, but you know, I feel like Heath was really beautifully able to find so many different aspects to the character and color them. So there's the side that's creepy and really not to be trusted. There's the side who just really wants to share this lovely world with Coraline. There's the side that wants to warn her and actually protect her and fulfill that fatherly role. And as a result, it creates this like song that's more of a prism, like a character with multiple sides and facets and ways for the light to shine through than just, you know, one linear thing. And I think that's more accurate to how we are as human beings, you know, beautiful, but beautiful in the complexities.
Absolutely. I think James already sort of said everything that I could have, but just to add on, I would say the song really has that push and pull with this character. And at the most obvious, it is that surface level. Is he warning her? Is he really inviting her into this world? And how is he going to get his message across while making sure that he's still able to stay safe and not face the wrath of the other mother? And so there's always that sort of underlying, I guess, fear and desperation in there. And I think that Heath was really able to capture all of these shifts so well throughout the song, and like the verse, chorus, and the bridge, and how it escalates. And they're just such a dynamic performer who really helped out to bring this new seductive element, this desperation, and just truly a haunting performance that really leaves you almost unsettled in the best way. So it was really incredible.
You could cut the tension with a knife. It was remarkable. Beautiful work, James and Sharon. Thank you so much. So our next song is another song from our Coraline musical. And here to tell you more about it, the writers, Caden and Ayala.
Yay! Hi, everybody. So this song is called Bobinski's Mouse Circus, and my name is Ayala, and I wrote the lyrics.
Hi, my name is Caden, and I wrote the music. This song is another addition to the Coraline project. It's sung by Bobinsky, who is Coraline's crazy Russian neighbor, who tells Coraline about his tricky mice circus training situation.
Yes, and this is sung by the amazing Sukiana Scott, and we hope you enjoy.
I am the amazing Bobinsky, but you can call me Mr. B, because amazing I already know that I am. You see, Caroline, the problem is with my jumping my circus. My circus once was beautiful, I tell you, Caroline. The world had never seen a better tour de force than mine. But if I can open heart to you, I say now truthfully that recently it feels they're in a different world than me. See, here's the thing, my mice are training, working all the time, and yet I am teaching, I'm explaining, but my new song they don't get. It goes oompa. They go toodle-oodle-woot. I say oompa. They go toodle-oodle-woot. So why my mice won't work with me, I did not understand. They're struggling with juggling a fright that's like that hand. I say kick lines, I say buttons, I say card tricks, they say keys. So now I switch to last resort and switch to stronger cheese. And if that doesn't make them better, which is what will be, it seems, all my money spent on cheddar goes down toilet with my dreams. I say oompa. They go toodle-oodle-woot. I say oompa. They go toodle-oodle-woot. Wait. Now that I remember, yes, I think there's one thing more. My mice told me to tell you, do not go through little door. What this means I could not say, I think they're going cuckoo cray. Thank you for your listening, now I've got one more bit to sing. I say oompa. They go toodle-oodle-woot. I say oompa. They go toodle-oodle-woot. Maybe I worked the mushkas too hard.
Oh, Ayala and Caden, that is such a funny song, and I love hearing it live. Great performance by Suki. I wanted to ask you both, was there anything you learned from one of our guest artists this season that particularly influenced this song, or just your writing in general?
Yeah, we had an amazing masterclass with Tom Kitt, and he mentioned that Ayala and I had written a very strong character piece. Ayala provided lyrics that are really strong that an actor or an actress can really sell to an audience on stage. I provided music that has an atmosphere that can really back up the actor in a way that it provides an overall depth and experience for both the performer and the audience as well.
Yeah, I think that that's definitely something that we can, take away for other songs and make even bigger. And yeah, I think we learned a lot.
Thanks, Ayala and Kaden. So we're getting towards the end of our, we're halfway through our Coraline set here. The next song is It's a Dangerous World, and here to tell you about it is Grace.
Hi, this is we're about to hear my song, It's a Dangerous World. It is written from the perspective of Miss Fink, who is the woman who owns the Pink Palace where Coraline has moved to. I was assigned to write this song, and Mrs. Fink is reading the tea leaves that in Coraline's tea glass and predicting her future and foreshadowing danger and projecting her personal worldview on Coraline in this musical moment. And I am performing the song, so you'll see me singing it in the recording.
In all my years, I've made the right decisions 'cause I followed the advice that I get after I finish a cup full of tea that tastes real nice. I can see just what's in store for you. I'll read your tea leaves and I'll share all that your future holds. You should know to avoid a scare, 'cause it's a dangerous world. You should be in the know, and I can tell you everywhere you won't want to go. The world may seem very small, but it's not really at all. So hear my words and listen close. There are some doors you might want to open, but they should stay closed. The tea leaves are beginning to focus, and I see a strange hand. This is a sign that you're crossing a line, and it's obvious to understand. Have caution towards all, no matter big or small, because there's no way to know who's waiting in the shadows to follow you as you go. Because it's a dangerous world and there's too much that I know. Coraline, there are many places you cannot go. The world may seem very small, but it's not really at all. So hear my words and listen close. There are some doors you might want to open, but they should stay closed. Coraline, you are in great danger. Stay away from perfected places filled with disguised strangers. This world may seem like it is something that you know, but in the dark corners there is much that life won't show. It's a dangerous world and there's too much that I know. Coraline, there are many places you cannot go. The world may seem very small, but it's not really at all. So hear my words and
Wow, Grace, incredible song, incredible performance. And I'm sure people can tell that you are an amazing singer-songwriter. And you also write pop music as well as musical theater songs. I wanted to ask, does your process differ at all between writing pop songs versus theater songs?
Yes, it's very different between the two. I feel like when I'm writing pop songs, I'm just writing from my own perspective, and I start with an emotion usually, or like a spark, something that kind of pushes me to pick up the guitar, sit down at the piano, and write. Whereas with musical theater, I really, before I start writing the music or the lyrics, I really have to put myself in the position of the character and orient myself to the world that I'm writing in before I embark on writing a song, just to make sure that the song fully captures the character and the situation and the circumstances so that the message can be conveyed properly. So I think that's probably the biggest difference between my writing processes.
Great. Thanks for sharing that, Grace. Before I bring on our next songwriters, I just wanted to mention that in addition to our professional Broadway pip band playing in these videos, we also have 2 New York Youth Symphony students playing violins, Emma Potter and Devere Abnon Klein. So I just wanted to give a shout out to them. They are such wonderful musicians. Devere is also in our NTS program, and you will meet him later on. So our next song, Just Like a Dream, is written by Elena and Julie, and here they come to tell you more about it.
Hello, my name is Elena Haas, and Julie and I worked together on the song Just Like a Dream. This song, it takes place after Coraline's second night in the other world, so she's just experienced, the beautiful garden, the extravagant circus, and a great theater performance by all of these alternate versions of the people she knows, and she's raving happily about it to her mute friend named Other Wybe at the beginning of this song.
And hi, I'm Julie Piccolo, and our song will be performed by the wonderful Jade Cook, who is a student at the Harlem School of the Arts. We hope you enjoy.
It's unreal. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. Unlike any place I've ever been or will ever go. It's amazing how I feel. Like all my heavy thoughts just drift away. And for the first time I am okay with my life's new flow. 'Cause everything is what I want it to be. It's like I've stolen pages from a fantasy. Suddenly I'm the main character. I've never been the star, I've always been the pesky little daughter so far, but now I'm free, and it's just like a dream. It's just like a dream. In the garden, back home they didn't have the time to tend. Now every flower is my friend, and no one looks at me strange. At the theater, back home they never even let me go. Now every day there's a whole new show. It's such a welcome change. 'Cause it's colorful and it is all brand new. Just knowing everybody's listening to you. Suddenly I'm the main character, and I become the star, and everything I knew becomes so bright and bizarre. I watch it gleam, and it's just like a dream. It's just like a dream. So maybe she looks at me like I'm a meal, and maybe I know nothing out here is real, and maybe Maybe my brain says to run, but where would I go? Back to the rain and the creaks and the stairs. Back to a household where nobody cares. Back to invisible, back to my words meaning nothing and not doing one thing correctly. Don't wake me up, don't wake me up, don't wake me up. In my dreams, I'm the main character. I get to be the star. I get to be the most important person by far. But I wake up and I see it's only a dream. It's only a dream.
What a tremendous song, and performed so beautifully by Jade. Whenever I hear that song, Julie and Elena, I can imagine it in a production. It's I feel like you really got to the heart of Coraline's character, and it's so evocative. I wanted to ask you both, when you were working on this song, was there any ways in which you personally identified with Coraline that helped you get inside her character to craft this song?
Yeah, I think that there's part of Coraline's story that's very relatable, which is that she has a lot of it is, about escapism, and a lot of her character arc is about learning that, this easy answer of escapism isn't always the best answer, and that sometimes, there's beauty to be found in places that you haven't thought to look or that you discarded. And I think, personally, I found this relatable because it can be comforting to, imagine a world where everything is perfect and nothing ever goes wrong and everyone pays attention to you. But that that's not a place that realistically exists. So I would say, that this aspect of the story definitely affected our approach to the song, especially because we wanted to make it as true and personal and emotion driven to the character as possible.
I definitely agree. And I think that especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, it's easy to want to imagine a new life, one where, you can meet up with your friends and do everything you used to do. But at the same time, when people do this, it's easy to sort of ignore what's right in front of you. And that's what Coraline did. And that's sort of what we drew on when we were writing the song.
Oh, I love that comparison. Thank you, Julie and Elena. Great work on your song. So our next song, Sweet Ghost Girl, was written by Regine, arranged by Caden. And here to tell you more about it is Regine.
Sorry, Regine. Here we go.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Regine. I'm the writer of the lyrics and the music, and with the help of Caden, the composer, I was able to bring a Sweet Ghost Girl together. And in this song is a story of the ghost children telling Caroline how the other mother isn't who she appears to be. It's going to be performed by the wonderful Donka Clora, and I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, Miss Coraline, can you help us find our eyes and our souls so we can finally be free from the woman who was really in disguise? And we wanted more. she can't keep you here forever. Not if she wants to win your life. Beating her is your only chance. If you win your escape, it isn't you she will take. And you can find her eyes. She hid them, be careful. Don't let her trick you with her lies. She said she loved us, but she was really in disguise. In disguise. Who knew she was really in disguise?
Glorious, Regine. Every time I hear that song, especially when it's performed by Dunker, I'm reminded about how evocative it is and yet simple in its execution. And I think sometimes it can be hard to get to the essence of what you want a song to sound like, but you have really been able to drill in on that so effectively. And I know Caden, as the orchestrator and the arranger, also played a significant role in that. I was wondering if the two of you could explain a little bit more about what an orchestrator arranger's role is and how you collaborated with one another on this song.
Well, I knew I wanted it to be more than just, because at first it was just like a repeated sound, because I'm not really a composer, I'm more of a lyricist, so I didn't really know exactly how I wanted it to sound until I spoke to Caden, and he kind of like really brought it to life. So I would have him explain to you how he bring it together.
Thank you so much, Regine. Like she said, when she sent me the demo, it was originally just her voice and just a looped track. And it was a beautiful demo. When I heard the lyrics, it was just so amazing and inspiring. And that's kind of really what it is you listen to the demo and you think of, what feelings does this give me? What emotion? And how do I want to interpret that emotion so it gets through to the audience? So I can sort of speak with the composer as to what I'm trying to say. And it was just an amazing experience to be able to work with her and sort of bring this song to life, especially Coraline, because it's such an amazing and beautiful movie that there's just so many things happening that it's very easy to pull details and ideas from to put it in the music. It was absolutely amazing.
Thank you, Caden, and thank you, Regine. So our next song, this is our second last song in our Coraline set. It's a song called Blind, and Bella is going to tell you more about it.
Hi, everyone. So I wrote this song and I also performed this song. And this song happens when the other mother is talking to Coraline, and she's saying that she can stay in this kind of strangely blissful world for the price of having button eyes sewed on her. And Coraline is kind of frazzled by this and runs up to her room in a tizzy and is like trying to process everything that has just happened. So Coraline sings this song from her perspective, and it's at this moment in the song, this moment in the movie.
This world is all too perfect, peculiarly simple. gravity for the unknown. Yet I say I will return. I've seen enough, and a lesson has been learned. You can still be blind even with both of your eyes. If it's too good to be true, assume there are lies. Assume there are lies. Assume there are lies.
Amazing, Bella. Beautiful work. I wanted to share with everybody that each year I have the honor of awarding the Director's Award, which is an award that we give to one student who has really encapsulated many of the qualities that we value in this program, a commitment to the community, creativity and imagination, craft, and this year I'm so happy to say that Bella was awarded the Director's Award. And Bella, you are going off to NYU next year. Do you want to share what you will be majoring there?
Yes, so I'll be studying music theory and composition with a concentration in film scoring at NYU, which I'm super excited for. So
fantastic. We're so excited for you, and we can't wait to hear what you continue working on. So our next song is our last song in our Coraline set. The song Mother's Lament was composed by Carly and Kareem and arranged by Sharon, and they are going to tell you more about it now.
Hello, my name is Kareem Brown, and I'm one of the songwriters for the song Mother's Lament, along with the wonderful Carly. The song is written from the perspective of the film's primary antagonist, the other mother, during her final fight with Coraline as she tries to make her final escape from the demented other world. Our goal was really to add another complexity to the other mother, placing her not only as a villainess, but also as a mother desperately seeking affection and going about it in all the wrong ways. The song was arranged by the absolutely fantastic Sharon Ann and is going to be performed by the amazing singer Danielle Fulton.
Stay here with me, grasping onto your fantasies. You'll love it here. Make this world your reality, where I've built you a pink palace to show you my affection. Been the perfect mother, love better than the other. I build gardens in your image, in the shape of your reflection. Constructed friends and family for you in sheer perfection. Change the way you view this world, change your heart's direction. Let me love you, hold you in my arms, clothe and feed you, cherish every inch of you. Please don't leave my love behind. Stay here and let me be your home. Please, oh please, stay with me forever. You ungrateful little child, you wretched little swine. How could you treat your mother so when I've been nothing but kind? How dare you disobey me after everything I've given you? You belong to me, you should be grateful that I love you. Spared you from your pathetic life and built you a heaven. Tell me that you love me and all will be forgiven. I am not the bad guy here, don't make me the villain. Let me love you, hold you in my arms, cherish every inch of you. Please don't leave my love behind. Stay here and let me be your home. Please, oh please, stay with me forever. Where did I go wrong? I tried so hard to shower you with my love. Gave you all of me, but you still shattered my heart, breaking me apart. Please don't leave me. I'll die without you. I tried to love her, hold her in my arms, clothe and feed her, cherish every inch of her, but still she left my love behind, didn't stay, nor let me be her home. She didn't stay with me forever.
Wow, that song is so emotional and such a bop. I feel like I have been singing it nonstop for the past month. I wanted to ask you all, in the film of Coraline, the mother is a pretty two-dimensional villain, and you gave her all of this dimension in your interpretation of her for the song. I was wondering what made you want to do that and make that creative choice.
Okay, please. Sorry if my signal backs out. But I think it was mostly for challenge. I think it's really easy to understand good, but when you're trying to understand someone who's trying to do good and doesn't understand how to show good, it's a completely different story. And that's what we were really trying to go across for.
I love that, Carly. Reminds me of the fact that one of the strengths of musical theater is that the stories can be very specific and yet universal at the same time. And so they have the ability to reach so many different types of people in their storytelling. Beautiful work, team. So that ends our little Coraline set. We have just a few more songs to go. The next song, Inside the Outsiders, was written by Ava, who has her senior prom tonight. So she has made a video to set her song up. The one thing I will mention is that this is another of the songs, like Prithvi's, that was inspired by an original costume design by Amy Clark. So I'm going to share her video where she's going to tell you more about it, and then we'll play the song.
Hi everyone, my name is Ava Roberts, and I am the songwriter for Inside the Outsiders. As you are likely about to notice, I write my music, even that meant for theater, in the style of singer-songwriter pop music. To these ends, I often draw on my own experiences, whether I'm writing for myself or for a character, which I think allows me, my audience, and my performer, if applicable, to connect to what I write in the most meaningful way possible. This piece in particular, Inside the Outsiders, details the internal thoughts of a girl who has been accepted and popular all her life, until she starts college and realizes that the type that normally fits in does not fit in at all. The performer for my song tonight is the extraordinarily talented Diana Huey. I hope you enjoy.
All right, here is Inside the Outsiders. Here we go. Pretend you didn't hear that. Here we go.
Overrated high school narcissist. That's all I know how to be. Now I'm pretending that she was.
awesome song and an awesome arrangement from Prithvi. And I should mention too, I forgot to also acknowledge Andrew Shield, another one of our MTS students who is playing a variety of instruments in the band, including keyboard too. He is a very talented multi-instrumentalist, and sometimes I forget that he's a student. So our next song, Dan the Ladies' Man, is a song that was inspired from an assignment that came about because the wonderful composer, lyricist, playwright Kirsten Childs was a guest in our class. And Kirsten wrote a musical called Bella, which was inspired by a character, written about a character, Bella, who's part of a tall tale that she created. She tells this great story about how one day she was walking along the streets of Manhattan, and there was a woman in front of her, and this woman had a very large derriere, and Kristen saw it as this woman's like super weapon, and it just stopped everybody. And she thought, wouldn't it be cool to write a musical where that were like her power, the thing that made her a tall tale character. And so all the students were charged with creating their own original tall tale characters themselves and then writing a song for that character. So here to tell you about their tall tale character and the song is Sharon and Devia.
So,
Here, sorry, trying to spotlight this video. There we go.
Hey guys, can you guys hear me? All right, cool. So my piece, Dan the Ladies' Man, is about a guy who is very, very hot. And usually everyone wishes to be good looking, but for Dan, it's a curse. And it's a burden because everyone ends up judging him based on his looks and not based on the content of his character. So the piece was composed and orchestrated by me, and the lyrics were written by Sharon On. And it was written as part of an assignment to create a character with a superpower. And as you may have guessed, Dan's superpower is his super attractiveness.
So this incredibly attractive character who doesn't actually want all the attention and has this surprising secret will be played by the incredible Hartrampf.
I have a problem, it's getting to me. Wherever I go, people love to pursue me. They ask for my number and they shoot their shot. It's a real curse, I'm just too darn hot. I have an issue, it's kind of bizarre. As soon as I enter a bar, it happens every time. They flock to me, not the guy with the yacht. To my frustration, I'm just too darn hot. But behind the good looks and the hearts that I win, my dream is to serenade with my violin. I couldn't care less about romance. I'm really quite shy. Would you give me a chance? Dream, it's all that I want, to play in my favorite cafe or restaurant, to be known for more than being asked out a lot. For now, I'm just too darn hot. I'm just too darn hot. I'm just too darn.
What a gem of a song. I wanted to ask you to be you orchestrated that song in such a creative way. You and Sharon both are such extraordinary orchestrators. But something that really captured my attention with that song is how you used a lot of extended techniques or creative sounds. Like, for example, you had the cutlery percussion. You were playing your violin like a plucked string instrument. What do you enjoy about composing for live instruments versus, say, electronic instruments? And Sharon, I'm also curious to know your thoughts on that.
So I think one big thing is that you can achieve a wider breadth of sounds with live instruments. So you can use the live instrument in all kinds of creative ways. As you mentioned, using spoons, playing string instruments in all kinds of ways with the bow, with plucking and stuff like that. But I think another thing that's satisfying about using live instruments is the challenge that it creates. You know, when you have electronic instruments, you have so much control over dynamics and volume by using automation or by changing the velocity of individual notes, and you don't have that in a live setting with live instruments. So so the challenge of how do I write music that conveys to the players exactly the intentions is fun, and it's not necessarily just writing, you know, dynamic markings like forte or piano or crescendo, because you can't tell the player, you know, increase your volume by 5 dB. You can't. Crescendo is like more of an abstract thing that the player has to interpret, and he interprets that based on actually how you write, the textures that you write, and the nature of the melody itself. So it's a real challenge, and I think that's what makes it fun even more than electronic writing.
How about you, Sharon?
Yeah, I think all that I'll add to that is that for this particular song, at least, I think it was so fun to have this live element because it's sort of directly reflecting the lyrics also, like the cutlery sounds. We originally had him set like in this restaurant, and then we mentioned the bar, and then we also have his dream being a famous violinist and being able to perform for people. And so Devere with that beautiful violin solo section in there. So I think that all of these things really sort of reflect this live aspect of he is actually also a performer, and we can sort of see this maybe in a real setting. And I think that's really interesting in the context of musical theater, because so much of it is we have to suspend our disbelief and try to figure out like, what is this reality? So I think having those live elements can really help sort of ground us in that sense.
You're making me think too, how many shows these days use live players who are integrated into the character community. Like, I'm thinking of The Band's Visit, because we all went as a class a couple of years ago to see that show, and how actors also played instruments as well, and it was woven into the fabric of the story, which was so cool. Yeah, great point. Beautiful work, you two. So we are at our penultimate song of the evening. This is a glorious song. It's called It's Okay, Adrian. It was written by Ayala and arranged by Devere. And Ayala is going to tell you more about it.
Hi, so my name is Ayala, and this song is called Adrian. It's about a girl named Alyssa whose brother is struggling with addiction, and it is sung by the fantastic Jade Cook and arranged by Vera Agnon Klein. And I hope you like it. Yay.
Adrian left again. No one has seen him since 5 o'clock yesterday. Mom's really worried and Dad isn't talking. All of my usual reassurances are used up and worn. He's probably out with his friends at some Pizza Hut, shouting and passing a joint filled with who knows what. Mom says the drugs are what's killing his spirit. I think it's how he was born.
Hey, it's Adrian. I'm either not on my phone or I hate you. Either way, leave a message.
It's okay to be not okay. That's what they say in reposted Instagram stories before he's all washed away. I hope that he knows it, and all I can do is pray to God he outgrows it. Okay, don't be okay, but leave it to me to pick up the pieces you scatter and shatter. A family who loves you and misses you. I'm only 17, what do you want me to do? So here I am again, heating up dinner, 'cause Mom says she's way too exhausted to cook. And I can't help but think of the worst case scenarios. I lose my breath to my thoughts and I'm falling away. Dear Adrian, wherever you are, this isn't the first time that you felt this far. We need you to please come back home, 'cause if you were with me, I'd say it's okay to be not okay, as long as you're with someone else who can help you endure it. So pour it all on me and I'll still be here. There's always something in letting the fog clear. Okay, don't be okay. Trust me, I've been there, I am there, I'm living inside there. Don't hide there, the more that you dig, the more you're alone. So climb to the surface and pick up the phone. I have this memory from so long ago. I was like 7 or 8. I don't know, you finished the cornflakes and I was upset. And you told me something I'll never forget. Listen, even when you get all mean, I love you. Even when I say I hate you, I love you. Even when everything's scary, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Hey, please be okay. 'Cause God, I miss family dinners and talking and cornflakes, and it takes a lot to say. I know I don't show it, and all I can do is pray to God that you know it. Okay, don't be okay, but please come back home, and I promise I won't let you go. And I know when you're hurting, it's hard to get through, but just be my brother. That's all I want you to do.
Ayala, that song just bowls me over. And the first time I heard it, I cried, and I looked at my little Zoom screen and there was Megan crying as well. There's just so much honesty in it, and Jade's performance of it also feels so genuine. It really does feel like a very human character, and there's so much depth there, and it astounds me that you wrote this. Like, there's so much sophistication there. I really want to ask, because this is a surprising song. Like, you wouldn't necessarily think of a song like this when you think of musical theater, at least in the very cliche sense. And so I wanted to ask, what type of stories do you enjoy seeing on the musical stage?
That's a great question. It's kind of difficult for me because my favorite musicals, their stories are all so varied. So they go from, like, a band visiting a small town in Israel to a demon barber who slits people's throats. So I think that really, like, the sort of constant in all of them isn't exactly the stories that they are, but more the way that they're told. So I know this sounds cliche, but I really love it when stories, even if their plots are super complex and crazy, when they're told with like a sort of humanity where what matters isn't exactly just the story, but also the characters and their emotions, and like how that's sort of portrayed through the songs. And yeah.
Humanity is such a great way to describe the material that you create, Ayala. And it was so delicately handled by Devere, and another beautiful collaboration. Great work. So we are at the end of our evening, which makes me very sad, because seeing these 19 faces all year has brought me so much pleasure. This is such a talented group, incredibly thoughtful group. They've worked brilliantly with one another. They have created work that has continuously blown my mind. And really working with them it's been pure joy, a total privilege. They all have such incredible creative paths ahead of them. I do need to say a few thank yous before we share our final song. So this program is supported by a team of incredible administrators at the New York Youth Symphony, Shauna Quill and Amanda Fisher and John Stolen and Justin Back, and our incredible assistant director, Megan McCormick, excuse me, I got nervous and said it wrong, has just been the most wonderful support system to our students throughout the year, mentoring them in this, very thoughtful and differentiated way. Her work has been tremendous. So thank you to our team. We are so lucky to have you. And our finale is a duet written by Grace and Bella. And I just love that these two wrote our finale, because they are they're like an old songwriting team now. They've been working together for a couple of years. They love collaborating. I think of them as like Candor and Ebb, except it's Grace and Bella. So Grace and Bella, if you wouldn't mind, you know what? I'm going to ask you to set up the song, and then I'm going to ask you if you can answer the question, what is one lesson you learned from participating in our program this year that you are going to take with you going forward? So if you wouldn't mind setting up your song and answering that question too, and then we'll share the song, and that will be it.
Okay. We wanted to write this song together and kind of sum up the show, but also this year. So we wrote a song about coming together, stretching out our hands for each other, and supporting each other and lifting each other up, especially as we come to the light at the end of the tunnel of this pandemic.
Yes, just exactly what Grace said. This song is all about kind of finding strength in reaching out and being with each other. And yeah.
What is one lesson you are going to carry forward?
I would say one lesson I'm going to carry forward is I really learned this year how powerful Zoom can be, and how determination and really setting your goals and working super hard for them can get you really far. I mean, obviously we were all super excited to be in this program at the beginning of this year, but also bummed out because we couldn't do it in person. But Bella and I were able to collaborate. I was able to collaborate with so many talented songwriters in this program over Zoom, which is something that we never would have thought. So I think just like to take everything as it is and really see opportunity in everything instead of a setback.
And I would say one lesson that I've learned is honestly the power of listening, especially to your peers and also to all the mentor figures in this program. Especially like with learning how to, maintain like a sense of professionalism and like how to navigate a rehearsal space, like what to say to your accompanist, like what sort of things you need to include in part writing. That's been something that has really helped me, and I definitely plan to carry that forward in all of my future endeavors. And also, another thing is just the friendships that I formed with everybody here at New York Symphony, especially Grace. It's been so much fun. So.
All right. Well, on that wonderful note, here is their song.
Stop, you helped me reset the thought and showed me how to get up slowly. Now we're running at full speed towards a place where we'll succeed and grow strong in a place where we belong, where we belong, where we me
Everybody, please join me in congratulating the 2020 to 2021 Musical Theatre Songwriting Program students. You have all done such tremendous work. Megan, if we can bring everybody up on the screen before they run away, I would love to take a group photo, a group screenshot. Thank you to all of our attendees for joining us tonight and celebrating their wonderful work alongside the wonderful work of the students from Harlem School of the Arts and our 4 professional performers, Heath and Diana and Danielle and Rowe, and also our brilliant band led by Anna Eberson. Have a great night. I'm gonna put us on gallery view now. Oh my goodness. Great. All right, everybody ready? What word should we say? Broadway. 1, 2, 3, Broadway. One more. 1, 2, 3. Hooray! Beautiful. I'm gonna miss you all a lot this summer, but you know where to reach me, you know where to reach Megan. I hope some of you join us next year. Please keep us in the loop on everything that you are doing. You are such a terrific group of people. It's been a real honor to work with you.
You're all so amazing. Thank you all for this incredible year.
Bravo. Bye, everybody.